Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, LCR and more. My name is Laura. Today I have three super simple crafts to share with you. I'm going to take this beautiful napkin that I received from my good friend May over at Craft Away with May. I'll be using a wood box. These are fairly new at the Dollar Tree. A Christmas ornament. There it is there. And I will be using some Mod Podge for this and the color Night Sky Chalk Paint by Waverly, and the color, let's see, Wicker White by Folk Art, and that is in the finish matte. Isn't that napkin beautiful? I'm also going to be needing some E6000 and some paint brushes for this project. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is off camera, I'm going to go ahead and paint my box up. So for the box itself, I'm going to use the Wicker White, and for the top, I'll be using the color Night Sky. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I want to put birds on my box. So I'm trying to find the best placement and what will fit, what greenery will fit on my box. So I'm just taking some measurements here, and then I will cut that napkin out. And I do want to mention I already removed the 2-ply from this napkin, or the plies. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3-ply. You want to remove everything but the top tissue. So there we go. I have what I think I need here. So I'm going to take my water pan and I'm just going to wet the edges, and then I'll tear the edges. And what this does is it gives you a nice Mod Podge look. You won't have any straight edges unless you're against a straight edge, which is totally fine if your background is the same color as your napkin. But if you don't want that straight edge appearance on your project, just wet it down. You don't have to use a water pan. You can use whatever you want, your finger, a paintbrush, and some water. It doesn't matter. And then just tear it. And I like using this edge of a pencil that had came off. The lead came off of the end of the pencil, and so I'm just using that. Or it's not lead. I forget what kind of pencil this was, but the tip fell off, and I just used that to tear my tissue and my napkins with. It turned out to be a great tool for me. So anyway, so that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm just gonna get my napkin ready for Mod Podge. Okay, so that's looking good. So I'm going to give my box a coat of the Mod Podge, and then I'm going to go ahead and lay down my tissue paper onto the box. Where'd I go? Laura, where did you go? Oh my goodness. I guess I left this part in. There I am. Oh, I went to go grab a baggie. That's what I did. Okay, I'm going to put a little more Mod Podge on there. I'm going to add my tissue paper, and then I'm just going to take this baggie and run it along and try to get all the bubbles and creases out of my picture here. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I just love how this came out. Okay, and now I'm going to repeat the same thing onto, now I made a mistake here. I wanted the same bird on opposite sides of my box, but I ended up putting them side by side. I know things like this happen all the time. Well, not all the time, but a lot in my craft room anyway. But it came out okay. It still came out because when you turn the box, you can see two different images, and it came out pretty anyway. So be mindful of that if you want opposite picture or the same picture on opposite sides of your box, just to make sure, you're paying more attention than I did. So here I'm just going to lay everything down, and then you get the gist. So I'm going to put my napkin on all four sides of my box, and then we're going to go ahead and jump ahead. Okay, now that I have the image on all four sides of my box, I'm going to take some more Mod Podge and I'm going to seal in all four sides. This will not only give it a smoother finish, it also protects the tissue from ever wanting to come off. So, and it also protects it from getting dirty as well. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going to give it a coat of Mod Podge on all four sides, like I said, and then I'll start working on that lid. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day today. Thanks again for clicking on this video. It felt good to be in my craft room. This is actually, if you are not following me, we had a small fire at my house, and this is the day that I was working on these projects that very day. I will never forget it. But we are all okay, and that's what matters. Oh, I'm not going to work on the lid yet. I decided to put an image on the inside. I thought, how pretty would it be to open up this box and see an image at the bottom? You can also see the image if you were to look inside the box through that lid, because it's got like a cutout design. So I'm going to take this flower from that same napkin, and I'm going to Mod Podge that onto the bottom of this box. There was some sawdust on the bottom of that box. It was driving me nuts. So I finally got it out, and I'm just going to lay that image onto the bottom of my box, just like so. Isn't that pretty? And then I will go over it with some more Mod Podge, just like I did the outside of the box. And here I'm going to take that ornament. Now I left the string or the hanger on this ornament. I thought it would be easier for me to pull that string through the hole, just like I'm attempting to do here, but I dropped it, had to wipe off some glue. And then I just took that string and pulled down, and it did help me get some leverage on that ornament, if you will. So that's what I'm doing. And then I took some hot glue and I just globbed the hot glue on the underside of the lid. And then I didn't show it on camera, but I went ahead and I painted the glob of glue with that same color night sky. And once that hot glue was dry, I went ahead and snipped off that hanger from the ornament. And looky there, isn't that cute? I think it came out very pretty. It's just original looking. It's, one of a kind because it's handmade. And I just think it's so pretty, you guys. I took two pencils and I just lined them up just like so to keep my knob straight. And that was it for that one. So let's move on to my second DIY today. I'm going to make a super simple sign for the fall, Thanksgiving. I'm going to take this napkin that I picked. No, I didn't pick this up, you guys. I got this from Donna over at. Mm, let me go. Let me go get the envelope. Okay, yes, it was Donna from DIY Donna who sent me this napkin. So this is what I'm going to use today, I'm first going to cut out the word thankful, and I want to add that to the top plank of this cute little sign here I got from the Dollar Tree. And do you see how the F in thankful did not fit? I'm going to go ahead and snip that off, and I'm going to tweak the letters a little bit to make them fit onto that plank. So I'm see there, I'm going to just turn it a little bit and make it playful. And this font is very forgiving because it's kind of playful already, and you can't really tell which way the letters are going to start and stop, so that made it very nice. So again, I'm just going to wet my napkin down, give it a tear, and Mod Podge that right onto that top plank of this sign. I got a little water happy on the last part of the word, thankful. So I'm going to set that aside to let it dry a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and work on the word thank. I'm going to apply some Mod Podge onto the plank and then apply the tissue. And then I like to let my uh, tissue paper or napkin dry a little bit before I go over it with more Mod Podge on top. Uh, this way it doesn't tear on me as much, and it also prevents that ink from bleeding. So that's what I'm doing here. I am going to add that word thank, and then I'm going to go ahead and start tearing the word full, and that's what I'm doing here. And then I'm just going to add that to the plank as well. And I like it. This font is so forgiving. Like I said before, you really can't tell that I positioned it versus the word already being like that. So yeah. So there is my wording, I think. Almost done. There we go. Just that little part left. Oh, okay. Get on with it, Laura. Get on with it. All right. So now I'm going to add that. Well, not quite. Why do I have to be so, yeah, just put it on, slap it on there, Laura. Okay. Here we go. Okay. There. I think that looks good. So now I'm going to, and the tissue paper was so wet. Honestly, it stayed that way. So I just kind of had to, put some Mod Podge under it. It was sticking to my board before I even added the Mod Podge. So, all right. Now I'm going to take the rest of that napkin, and I'm getting a feel of where I want things to go. And that looks good to me. What I want is I want that top leaf to be on the side of thankful. So what I had to do is cut the napkin in pieces. So this is there we go. I'm just measuring it, and then I'm going to just cut that piece off there. And then, nope, this is where I actually made a boo-boo, okay? I wanted those leaves up there, but I didn't cut it the way I was envisioning it. So I went ahead and cut another piece off, and this is where I was talking to you about a straight edge. If you have a straight edge, there is no need to tear your tissue paper or your napkin or whatever you're using, because it's a straight edge anyway, so it's not going to show, on your project. So there's where I think I like it. I'm going to crease it, and then I'm going to cut that off just like so. and then I'll Mod Podge those leaves right to the top, just like that. And here I am also trying to get a feel where I want the rest of the napkin to go. And here I was more worried about the leaves on top, that more so than the other part of the picture. But I did still need to make this look like pumpkins and not just an orange blob. So I was careful where I did add the rest of that picture. So here again, I'm wetting and tearing, and I'm leaving that straight edge just like so, because you won't see it, just like that. So isn't that pretty? So here, trying to get it just right. Gotta get it just right. Yep. Just put it on there. Just there you go. There you go. Okay. I get so mad at myself when I'm editing, because it's like, Laura, just put it on there. You don't have to be so meticulous. Just have fun and put it on there. But no, my brain doesn't work that way sometimes. Okay. I'm not going to ramble. So now I want the rest of this image. And as you can see, I still needed it. I wanted those stems, and I still needed this to look proportionate. So I'm cutting it here, and then what am I doing? I thought I just added one giant piece. Okay. So nope, I guess I didn't. So I'm going to add that like that. Did I? Okay. Yeah, I guess no. No, I didn't. I scrapped that piece. I used the other. Yep, I scrapped it. I did. That's what I thought. Okay. I'm going to take my filing nail file and just file off my edges. And here I'm trying to decide, do I want something on the other side of that word thankful? Nope, I don't. So, okay. So now I'm going to I cut out another piece of the napkin. You can see there, I cut it off camera, and I've already, wet and torn. And do you see what I mean? I still want those stems showing to make it look like a pumpkin. So this is what I decided. And this is the technique that I'm going to show you now. I've already added Mod Podge to the rest of my planks, and it's already dried, completely dried. I'm going to take some wax paper or parchment paper and my heat press, and I'm just going to iron on that napkin just like so. And what it does is reactivates or melts the Mod Podge, so your napkin or your tissue sticks to it. And this is such a great way to Mod Podge, because you get no wrinkles, or very, very, very little wrinkles or bubbles this way. Looks like that image is painted onto your project. It is so pretty. I accidentally got a little bit on the top, so I'm just pulling that away. I didn't want anything on that part of my sign. So I'm going to pull that away, and then I'm going to file off any parts that are not needed, or ironed onto a board. And that was it for this one. I mean, so was that not simple? Just super simple, but it came out so cute. And it's a tiny sign. I could stick it on a tier tray, or just find a place throughout my home to add this to. But I'll probably sell this. My daughter and I are having a garage sale soon, or a yard sale, and I'll be selling a lot of my projects. So yeah. Okay, for my final project today, I'm going to take this trinket box that I got from the Dollar Tree. It's got like a basket weave texture to it. And then I got this beautiful napkin from Sharon over at Panda Bear Crafting. And I'm going to link all of the channels that I have mentioned in this video in my description box. Please go say hi to everyone and tell them that Laura said hi. So anyway, I cut out this basket and off of this napkin, and I'm going to put the picture of the basket on the basket weaved trinket box. Okay, that was a lot to say. Anyway, so I've cut it out and I'm just going to wet it and tear it like I did all the other ones. And I love how this came out. It is my first time decoupaging onto a surface that is not flat. I also uh, kept the lid closed. I taped my lid closed, and then when I decoupaged this design onto the box, a little bit was on the lid, and so what I did is I just took a razor and cut it, uh, at the seam. And so when you open the box, some of the flowers are on the lid as well. So I love, love, love how this came out. Now I only applied this picture onto one side of the box. I felt that that's all it needed. And it was so simple, you guys. Super, super simple. Just like the one before this one. Yeah. So let me know what you guys think about these. They are so simple, but I was in the mood for crafting, but I wasn't in the mood to do a whole lot. So here I'm just adding my Mod Podge, and then I'm going to add the tissue or the napkin. And yes, I took another baggie and I'm just pressing this time. Instead of rubbing, I'm pressing with my finger down into those nooks and crannies, and I just got in there, and it just looked so pretty. So yeah, again, let me know what you think about these. If you have a favorite, let me know as well. I would love to know. And here they are, the final reveal. There's that thankful sign. The colors are just so vibrant. And here is the box, the wooden box. There's those two images you can see. I really wish I would have remembered to put those on opposite sides, but it's okay. It still came out pretty. And this is a better view here of how you can see the inside of that box without even opening it. You can see that flower sitting down in there. So pretty. Well, thank you all for visiting me today. I hope I have inspired you to get to crafting. I hope you see something that you maybe would like to recreate. There is the other image. So on one corner, you can see two images. On the other corner, you can see the same image. So it is what it is. And there it is open. So yes, thank you. Like I said before, I appreciate each and every one of you. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're returning, welcome back. I do appreciate all of you. And with all that said, I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye for now.